Hello everyone, I am Charlie Munger, and I am going to tell you something that might make you uncomfortable. Most people don't stay poor because they're stupid. They stay poor because they believe comforting lies. These aren't the lies you think I am talking about. I am not talking about Nigerian princes or get-rich-quick schemes. Those are obvious. I am talking about lies that are socially accepted, encouraged, even celebrated. Lies that your parents told you, that your teachers repeated, that society reinforces every single day. And the most dangerous part, these lies feel like wisdom. They sound responsible. They feel prudent. They make you look like a good person while slowly, methodically, destroying your financial future. Let me give you a taste of what I mean. Lie number 1, work hard and you'll get rich. Lie number 2, you deserve to upgrade your lifestyle when you earn more. Lie number 3, follow your passion and the money will follow. Lie number 4, just diversify and wait. Lie number 5, being busy means you are building wealth. If you believed even one of these, and statistically you believed at least 3, you've been financially lobotomized and you didn't even know it. Over the next 20 minutes, I am going to do something nobody else will do for you. I am going to surgically remove these lies from your brain. Some of you will get defensive, some will close this video, but those who stay, you'll finally understand why you've been running on a treadmill for years, working harder, earning more, but never actually building wealth. Ready, let's begin. Let me start with the most sacred cow, the idea that hard work makes you rich. This is the foundational myth of modern capitalism, and it is complete horseshit. You've been told your whole life, put in the hours, prove yourself, climb the ladder. And you did. You worked nights, you worked weekends, you answered emails at 11 p.m. because you are dedicated. And what did you get? A slightly bigger paycheck, maybe a title change, and the privilege of working even harder. But you are not building wealth. You are just becoming a more expensive employee. Let me introduce you to a concept from economics. Linear returns versus compounding returns. Linear returns, you trade time for money, work an hour, get paid, stop working, stop getting paid. Compounding returns, your money or your systems work for you, even when you sleep. If your income stops the moment you stop working, you are not building wealth. You are renting out your life. And the worst part, the harder you work at a job, the less time you have to build actual assets. You are too tired to learn, too busy to start a side business, too committed to being responsible to take any real risks. You are not working hard. You are working trapped. Let me paint you a picture. You are 45 years old. You've worked for 20 years. You make 6 figures, let's say $150,000. Sounds successful, right? But here's what you don't have. No equity in a business, no intellectual property generating passive income, no investments that compound without your labor. You have a high salary, but zero leverage. And if you get laid off tomorrow, if you get sick, if the company decides you are too expensive, everything stops. That is not wealth. That is high income fragility. Hard work is necessary, but it is never sufficient. If you are working for someone else's dream, you are building their wealth, not yours. Here is what I want you to do this week. Calculate your asset to labor ratio. How much of your income comes from your time versus how much comes from assets, investments, businesses, royalties, equity. If it is 100% labor, your goal, get to 50-50 within 5 years, 80-20 within 10. Option 1, build a skill that scales, writing, coding, design. Things that can be sold repeatedly. Option 2, start buying income-producing assets, real estate, index funds, a side business. Option 3, negotiate equity. If you are going to work hard for someone, demand ownership. Stop trading time for money. Start building systems that generate money without your time. That is not passive income fantasy. That is basic math. And if you are still thinking, but Charlie, I don't have time to build anything else, because I am working so hard. Congratulations. You just proved my point. Now, let's talk about the second lie. The idea that when you earn more, you should spend more. This one's insidious because it feels like self-love, like you are treating yourself. But what you are actually doing, you are running on a hedonic treadmill, and it is bankrupting you. Here is how it goes. You get a raise, or a promotion, or a bonus, and suddenly, your old apartment feels cramped. Your old car feels embarrassing. Your old wardrobe feels beneath you. So you upgrade. Bigger apartment, nicer car, designer clothes, subscriptions, memberships, experiences. And you tell yourself, I've earned this. I work hard. I deserve it. But here is what you actually did. You locked yourself into a higher fixed cost lifestyle with zero margin for error. This is called lifestyle inflation, or hedonic adaptation. When you increase your spending, you get a temporary boost in happiness. Within 3 to 6 months, it becomes your new normal. The happiness fades, so you need the next upgrade and the next. It is a dopamine trap, and it ensures you never accumulate capital. The average American earning $75,000 saves about 5% of their income. The average American earning $150,000 also saves about 5%. You are earning twice as much and saving the exact same percentage. Your expenses rose to meet your income. Predictably, that is not prosperity. That is a gilded cage. Let's do some math. You are 35. You earn $100,000. You save 5%. That is $5,000 a year at 8% annual returns. By age 65, you'll have about $620,000. Now, let's say you kept your lifestyle fixed at $70,000 and saved $30,000 a year instead. By 65, you'd have $3.7 million. The difference between I deserve this and I'll build wealth first is $3 million. And when you lock yourself into a high-cost lifestyle, you lose something more important than money. You lose freedom. You can't quit your job. You can't take risks. You can't say no to your boss because your lifestyle requires you to stay compliant. You've built a prison out of square footage and German engineering. Every dollar you spend on lifestyle is a vote against your future freedom. Spend wisely. Here is your action step. Implement the 50-30-20 freeze. When you get your next raise or bonus, 50% goes straight to savings or investments. Automate it. 30% you can spend guilt-free on whatever you want. 20% goes to upgrading one thing, not everything. This way, you are not living like a monk, but you are also not inflating your lifestyle faster than you are building wealth. And here is the key. Never, and I mean never, finance lifestyle upgrades. If you can't buy it in cash, you can't afford it. No car loans, no luxury item financing, no buy now, pay later. If you need debt to pretend you are wealthy, you are not wealthy. You are just leveraged poor. Warren and I didn't get rich by spending every dollar we made. We got rich by living below our means and letting capital compound. You want to look rich or be rich? Pick one. Now for the lie that destroys more young people than any other. Follow your passion and the money will follow. This is peak delusion, and it is everywhere. You've been told, do what you love, find your purpose, the universe will provide. So you majored in something you are passionate about. Photography, creative writing, nonprofit work. You worked hard, you built a portfolio, you poured your heart into it, and now you are 30, still broke, still living with roommates, still wondering why the money hasn't followed. Here is why. Because the market doesn't care about your passion. The market cares about values. Let me introduce you to a concept: supply and demand. If your passion is something millions of people also want to do, like being a filmmaker, or an artist, or a travel blogger, the supply is infinite. The demand is limited. Your price collapses to zero. You are competing with millions of people willing to do it for free, or worse, pay to do it. Now contrast that with something the market actually needs, but few people want to do. Plumbing, HVAC repair, cloud infrastructure, engineering, tax accounting. These aren't sexy. Nobody dreams of fixing toilets. But the supply is low, the demand is high, so the price is excellent. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Passion is a luxury you earn after you've secured financial stability, not before. You don't follow your passion. You follow the money first. Build capital. Buy freedom. Then, and only then, you can afford to be passionate. I've watched brilliant people waste their 20s and 30s chasing passion projects that generate zero income. They tell themselves, I am building something meaningful. I am staying true to myself. But at 35, they're still broke, still dependent, still one emergency away from financial disaster. And worse, they've developed zero marketable skills. Because when you only do what you love, you never do what is hard, what is uncomfortable, what actually builds leverage. The market will tell you what you are worth. If you are broke, it is because you are not solving a problem people will pay to fix. Here is the framework I wish someone had taught me at 25. Step 1. Identify high-value, undersupplied skills. What does the market need? What can you learn that few people have? Data analysis, copywriting, sales, project management, technical skills. Step 2. Learn it fast. Spend 6 to 12 months getting competent, not perfect. Competence. Step 3. Sell it. Charge money. Real money. If people won't pay, it means you are not good enough yet, or you are solving the wrong problem. Step 4. Build capital. Take that income. Don't inflate your lifestyle. Save aggressively. Step 5. Buy your freedom once. You have 3 to 5 years of living expenses saved. Then you can afford to explore passion projects. Passion doesn't pay bills. Value does. Figure out what people need. Get good at providing it, charge appropriately. Then, and only then, you've earned the right to care about your feelings. Now let's talk about investing. Specifically, the lie that diversification is always smart. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, they say. Just buy index funds and wait. This is advice for people who don't want to think, and it keeps you mediocre. Here is what you've been told. Buy a diversified portfolio. Hold for 30 years. Don't try to beat the market. You'll do fine. And sure, this works. If your definition of fine is slightly better than inflation. But if you want real wealth, if you want to go from comfortable to financially independent, diversification is a strategy for not losing, not for winning. Let me introduce you to 2 concepts. Circle of competence. You should only invest in things you deeply understand. Concentration. Real wealth is built by betting big on your best ideas within your circle of competence. Warren and I didn't get rich by owning 500 stocks. We got rich by concentrating capital in a handful of businesses we understood better than anyone else. Berkshire Hathaway's top 5 holdings make up 70% of the portfolio. That is not diversification, that is conviction. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Diversification is what you do when you don't know what you are doing. If you understand a business, really understand it, and it is trading below intrinsic value, you should buy as much as you can. If you don't understand it, don't buy it at all. By diversifying into 50 stocks or 10 index funds, you are guaranteeing mediocrity. You'll never lose everything, but you'll also never win big. You'll retire at 65 with enough, but you'll never have money. And more dangerously, you are outsourcing your thinking to the market. You don't know what you own. You don't understand the businesses. You are just hoping numbers go up. That is not investing. That is speculation with extra step. If you can't explain why you own something in 3 sentences, you don't own an investment. You own a lottery ticket. Here is what I want you to do. Step 1. Define your circle of competence. What industries do you actually understand? Where do you have an edge? Maybe it is real estate in your city. Maybe it is a specific tech sector. Maybe it is small businesses you can buy and operate. Step 2. Study relentlessly. Read everything. Talk to experts. Build a mental model. Step 3. Wait for fat pitches. Don't swing at every opportunity. Wait for the ones you deeply understand and that are mispriced. Step 4. When you find a great opportunity within your circle, concentrate not recklessly, but meaningfully. And here is the key. If you don't have a circle of competence yet, don't invest. Build one first. Learn, study, get good. Because the worst investment you can make is one you don't understand. Finally, let's talk about the productivity trap. The idea that being busy equals building wealth. This is the lie that destroys the most lives, because it feels virtuous. You wake up at 5 a.m. You optimize your morning routine. You listen to podcasts at 1.5x speed. You are in back-to-back meetings. You are networking. You are staying visible. You end the day exhausted, convinced you are winning because you are busy. But here's the question you never ask. Busy doing what? To what end? Let me introduce you to opportunity cost, one of the most important concepts in economics. Every hour you spend on low-value work is an hour you are not spending on high-value work. And most of what you call work is just performative labor. Meetings that could have been emails, reports nobody reads, networking events that go nowhere, busy work that makes you feel productive but builds nothing. Cal Newport calls this shallow work. Tasks that are easy, reactive, and feel productive, but create zero lasting value. Deep work is the opposite. Focused, uncomfortable, high-leverage tasks that actually move the needle. Most people spend 80% of their time on shallow work and wonder why they're not building wealth. Here is the brutal truth. You are not busy. You are distracted. You are confusing motion with progress, activity with achievement. And the reason you stay busy is because deep work is hard, uncomfortable, uncertain. So you fill your day with meetings and emails and productivity because it feels safer than actually creating value. Let me give you a scenario. You spend 60 hours a week at work. You are exhausted. You are stressed. But of those 60 hours, how many were truly irreplaceable? How many created lasting value? How many built assets? I bet it is less than 10. The other 50 hours, you were just performing busyness. And here is what you gave up. Time to learn high-value skills, time to start a side business, time to invest in relationships that matter, time to think strategically about your future. You traded depth for breadth, leverage for activity. And now you are 40, burnt out, and still not wealthy. If you are always busy but never building equity, you are not working. You are running from the real work. Here is your new framework. The 80/20ths audit every Sunday. List everything you did last week. Then ask, which 20% of my activities created 80% of my value? Everything else. Cut it, delegate it, automate it. Step 1. Identify your deep work hours. What are the 2 to 3 tasks that, if done excellently, would 10 times your output? Writing strategic thinking, building relationships with key people, creating assets, content, code, businesses. Step 2. Schedule them first. Block 3 to 4 hours every morning for deep work. No meetings, no distractions. Step 3. Ruthlessly eliminate shallow work. Stop attending meetings you don't need to be. Stop answering non-urgent emails instantly. Stop filling your calendar just to look busy. Remember, Warren and I don't work 60 hours a week. We think, we read. We make a handful of high-leverage decisions. The rest is noise. If you are too busy to think, you are too busy to win. All right. Let's bring this home. We've covered 5 lies. Work hard and you'll get rich. No. Build leverage or stay trapped. You deserve lifestyle upgrades. No. You are building a prison. Follow your passion. No. Follow value first. Just diversify. No. Concentrate within your circle of competence. Being busy equals building wealth. No. Deep work beats shallow hustle. Here is the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to hear. The problem isn't that you are not working hard enough. You've been running a race, full speed for years, but you never stop to ask, am I running towards something or away from thinking? Most people stay poor, not because they lack intelligence, but because they lack the courage to question the lies they've been told. It is easier to believe, I just need to work harder. I deserve this lifestyle. The market will take care of me. Because questioning those beliefs means admitting you've been doing it wrong for years, and that is painful. But pain is the price of clarity. So here is what I want you to do. Don't close this video and go back to your old habits. Take one action. Today, pick the lie that hit you hardest, then do the opposite. If it is lie number 1, calculate your asset to labor ratio. If it is lie number 2, cut one major lifestyle expense this month. If it is lie number 3, learn one high-value skill the market actually needs. If it is lie number 4, sell an investment you don't understand. If it is lie number 5, block 3 hours tomorrow for deep work. No distractions. And here is your commitment. In the comments, write a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. That is the lie you are committing to unlearn. No explanation. No excuses, just the number. This is your contract with yourself. I'll leave you with this. I didn't get rich by following conventional wisdom. I got rich by inverting it, by questioning it, by doing the opposite of what everyone else was doing. You can do the same, but only if you are willing to accept an uncomfortable truth. The system isn't broken. You were just playing the wrong game. Now you know the rules. Play smarter. I am Charlie Munger, and I'll see you in the next one, if you are brave enough to keep watching.